Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us for our 2:30 streaming show. I'm Jamie Buchanan.
And I'm Robinson Miles. Now, we start today with something that is developing right now. A welfare check led to a deadly discovery inside a Warwick County home. Warwick County Sheriff Mike Wilder says deputies were called to a home on Hannah Court near Oak Grove Road just before 8 last night after a friend of the family hadn't heard from the couple in some time. When deputies arrived, no one answered the door. They made entry through the back of the home and found a husband and wife dead inside.
Now, the sheriff says there are signs of violence, but investigators do not believe anyone broke in from outside. Now, an autopsy is scheduled for the couple tomorrow. The sheriff says both victims were well known and well liked in this neighborhood. Investigators are continuing to interview family and friends as they piece together what exactly happened here. At this time, their identities have not been released, but this is a story our Leslie Chapman is working on today, so she'll have more tonight on 14 News.
Now moving over to Evansville, where police have announced a new program that they say will increase safety and reduce response times. They've announced the Drone as a First Responder program. Now, the program allows the department to launch a drone within seconds of a 911 call.
Now, they say this will allow them to get to the scene within 70 seconds. Police say the drone will only respond to 911 calls. It won't be out doing its own patrols. Officials say this will be a trial program. It's part of a 1-year free trial. So that begins in the summer of 2026 and runs through summer of 2027. Bryce West spoke to police today to get a better idea of how this is going to work and maybe address some community concerns that there might be. So he'll have that for us tonight in our evening shows.
Now, to round things out, Indiana Governor Mike Braun announced the completion of 14 new training sites for firefighters across the Hoosier State. Now, one of those is here at home in Spencer County. Now, they're called hub and spoke training sites. Governor Braun says he hopes they address the shortfalls in many rural communities who find it difficult to travel to training sites.
Now, it was all made possible with over $17 million in state funding. Some of that money will also go toward new protective gear for volunteer fire departments across Indiana.
All right, well, that's going to round out the news portion of things here today. Of course, a lot of that is still developing right now, so be sure to circle back for 14 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10.
All right, do not go anywhere. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Lyons will have a look at your 14 First Alert forecasts right after this break.
Stay informed on your local news and weather throughout the day by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows. At 8:30 a.m., get your First Alert forecast to plan the day ahead and catch up on the news that happened overnight with the 14 News Sunrise team. In the afternoon, get the latest headlines, forecasts, and a preview of the stories we're working on with the 14 First Alert streaming show at 2:30. And get an in-depth look at the 14 First Alert forecast so you're ready for the next big thing with the 14 First Alert weather show at 9 p.m. Watch the 14 First Alert streaming show that fits your schedule and works best for you. Streaming on your phone by downloading the 14 News app and the 14 First Alert weather app. On your smart TV by using the 14 News streaming app. And stream anytime on Facebook, YouTube, or on 14news.com. Stay connected and stay informed by watching the 14 First Alert streaming shows on your favorite streaming devices.
Good afternoon, I'm Jeff Lyons. Well, we had the clouds billowing up again, and that means some scattered showers and thunderstorms will return. No big surprise there, and we will repeat the forecast tomorrow and the rest of the week. It'll get a little hotter on Thursday, probably our only 90-degree day, and rain chances are going to stick with us all the way through at least the first half of the weekend. Now, despite that ominous-looking sky out there, there really isn't much rain showing up nearby. In fact, in looking here at the bigger picture, the radar's blown up so I can see it better. There are just the beginnings of some showers and storms out here over Warwick County. That would be between Boonville and Newburgh, right out here. In Spotsville, we've got a nice little cell there, just a pocket of rainfall coming down, and that's about it. We will see more of those here, of course, over the next few hours. Most of the action today has been down around the lakes, here Barkley and Kentucky Lake and toward Bowling Green, and that's because that stationary front that's kind of parked to the south of the region has deflected southward a little more. The hour by hour has more showers and storms, of course, tomorrow afternoon. Kind of an even mix of clear and cloudy skies during the day. And then Wednesday, Thursday, more showers and storms. This is something interesting. In fact, I'm a little dubious on this, but I'll show it to you anyway, and we'll see how it plays out at the end of the week. So late Thursday, maybe some storms, but look at this for early Friday. Perhaps a decaying convective complex or line of storms developing and moving in. Now today's Tuesday, that's Friday. I would be really skeptical. I'm only showing this because I think it's interesting, and it would be, I guess, good to get the rain in early in the day and hold that temperature back. But something to keep an eye on for very early Friday morning if that does come to fruition. Right now we have temperatures in the mid 80s. It's 90 out in Mount Vernon. That is the hot spot. I guess Lewisport's at 90 as well. And we have 87 up there at Oakland City, 85 in Huntingburg. With the humidity tacked on, only Mount Vernon has triple-digit heat index at this hour. For tomorrow, we have sunshine in the morning, afternoon showers and thunderstorms, just like today. That temperature should range right around 84 to 88 degrees. And the overall pattern, if you kind of look, you can see it's trying to consolidate here and kind of move those showers over. Thing of it is, we have more rain waiting in the wings, and that'll be moving down here then later in the week. The hour by hour shows those afternoon flare-ups of scattered showers and storms, as you'd expect. And then this is the interesting part of the forecast. Again, starting late Thursday, watch up here because we have a convective line that kind of redevelops early and then moves in and comes through. Overnight showers and storms, which happen, you know, I mean, even on days like this, sometimes we are capped, the atmosphere is, and that cap erodes at night. So if they get going, we would have a better chance of getting widespread rainfall and maybe even severe weather if that happens. But again, I'm dubious on this one. In other words, I don't know. A big grain of salt, at least for now. Let's, fiddle around here with the days ahead here. Wednesday, Thursday are going to be fine and warmer on Thursday, and then potentially those storms Friday, followed by a reduction in rain. Next week is looking drier with each model run here. And again, this is the GFS model. Let's see if it latches on to, it has that chance of early storms too. So we'll see on Friday. By late Sunday, Monday, we begin to dry out, and we will have then potentially a dry spell next week. 70 overnight, still some patchy fog possible late. 87 tomorrow with isolated afternoon thunderstorms. And the next 7 days still unsettled, at least through Sunday, with our best chance for rain on Friday and Saturday at 60%. I'll have more detailed discussion of that, squall line potentially Friday morning on the weather show at 9. I'll have some new data that will have come in by then that we can look at together. In the meantime, I will see you on 14 News at 4, 5, 6, and then again right here at 9 o'clock on the 14 First Alert Weather Show at 9. Stay safe. Have a good afternoon.